Alright, so my wife told me I had a package today, and opened the garage, and look at this thing. But this is the quarter panel, the passenger side, that I'll be using. And so I got plans for it though. It's not gonna be, I'm gonna have to cut it up brand new, so that's kind of unfortunate because I couldn't find one like a quarter panel from an SC with a SC flare on it. For some reason they don't make them, or whatever, nobody has them available. You might be able to get them from Porsche, but all right, got the box opened, and here it is, this big box, but there was hardly any packing material. But I guess it was sufficient because everything seems to be all right. The videos, and I don't want to spend like most of my time editing videos because I'd rather be working on the car. All right, yes sir. This is the full quarter panel. It's pretty exciting. Really only need like I just need half of the window section, but I will see what needs to be done in order to get that laid. I might have to remove this. I drilled out the spot welds down here to remove that rusted out lip that was on here, and this part seems to be pretty good. This is okay. And this part right here needs to be cut a little bit higher because it looks like there was maybe some surface, there's some rust right here, so I don't know how. I think this is okay, but I'll have to grind it down. I'll have to sand it down and look at it, take a better look at it before I start doing any cutting. And a little shop news. I'm putting a 220 volt 50 amp circuit in for the welder because obviously I'm gonna have to do a lot of welding on this. And so that's that. I did all the wiring in here myself, up to code, put the walls on. That goes to the mini split. There's a unit outside that goes to. This is the sub panel. I put the sub panel in. Like I said, I did everything. Not too hard. A lot of YouTube, you know. But I did have to check with code. And I did have an inspector come out to double check my work, so make sure everything was good. I got 12-2 Romex going to all the outlets, which are kind of hidden, but I'll put a lot of outlets in here. They're hidden behind the walls, or hidden behind the junk on the walls, and protected by GFCI outlet. And on the lights, I did 14-2. These are just some Amazon LED strips. They're 8 feet long. You can get them pretty cheap. I think they're about $80 for a set of 4. So man, they really light up the shop too. I love it. So it's quite an upgrade from my previous videos. This shop is because I have my own area and I don't have to worry about make too much of a mess. I got the TV up there. I put some outlets dedicated to that, so I can just, I have an internet extender or Wi-Fi extender, so I can, I can watch basketball games or football games or whatever, TV, YouTube. I can watch it all right here in the shop. And I got my table, got a little cabinet there, and a stand full of parts right here. And the eyesore of the area is this little pile O parts. This is called the pile O parts. I got tons of parts here, and it's going to be like putting a puzzle together, much like the AE86 was. If you go back, my very first video I ever made was absolutely terrible, but not too much more terrible than these videos so far, as far as quality goes. But you know, I didn't know anything about the 8086, and I basically just bought a car. It was $900 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I had like tons of parts that heads. So I just kind of put things together and made it into a whole. And it's kind of what I'm gonna have to do with this car too. I did pull the engine and the transmission's over here. This is the 915 gearbox. It is the cable-driven shifter, which is the less desirable version. The more desirable one is the G50, which is a hydraulic clutch. And but this car is a 76. This engine is actually from a 79. It's a 3.0, 6-cylinder, flat, obviously, air-cooled, oil-cooled, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I got it out. Got it setting on some wood blocks right now, and I was trying to get it up on the engine stand, and I was having issues because, you know, a lot of Porsche people are working on Porsches, I should say. They have a special yoke. This is an engine yoke, and it kind of has a curve. It's kind of, the mounting points are in a curve like this, and then you have an open area on this side. And the way this is just the cheap one that you get from Harbor Freight that comes with the engine stand. The yoke that I was talking about with the Porsche, those cost like, you know, almost $300 for one. So I tried to make it work with this one. At first, it wouldn't work right off the bat, but I did make some modifications to this, and now I do have it mounted. What I had to do was, what the problem was, is these arms right here, they're too long. So even at the, you can adjust it, even set in the most furthest in that you can. These were too long, and this the mounting point right here was coming out too far. And so what I did was I drilled an extra hole to make it shorter. So the factory hole is down here, but I measured and I drilled a hole here on two of them. I only had to do two of them. The other two were I left them alone. But so now I'm able to mount this yoke, and it took a little bit of finagling, but I was able to finally get it. I'm going to put a strap on this and put it up on the engine stand, excuse me. And I have my little cherry picker right there. Yes, I am a Harbor Freight frequent customer, so I get most of my tools from there. But you know, if it's decent quality, if it's really bad, then I'll just have to go, you know, get a better quality one. But most of the stuff I think works pretty good from Harbor Freight. You just kind of have to pick and choose which ones are going to be suitable for your application. But